are you today?
Okay.
Good. So the purpose of this interview today is just to get a typical idea of what you would usually intake, rather food and drink during a day.
Okay.
All right. So usually during my sessions, I like to take notes. So I just wanted to get your permission if it was all right for me to take notes.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So typically, what would be the first thing that you would eat or drink?
Okay. When I get up in the morning.
Yes.
Okay. Um, it would be a cup of coffee.
Mhm. So by a cup of coffee, like a coffee mug,
A coffee mug.
okay. And how would you have that coffee?
Um, with skim milk
Skim milk
and no
and
sugar.
skim milk and sugar.
No sugar.
No sugar. And how much skim milk would you say you put in?
About a half a cup.
A half a cup, okay. Would you normally have something to eat with your coffee?
Yes.
Okay, and what would that be?
Um, that could be a hard boiled egg, a scrambled egg, and toast and two slices of bacon.
And what type of bacon would that be?
Pork
Pork,
bacon.
okay. Pork. And you said hard boiled or scrambled?
Mhm.
About how many eggs?
One.
Okay. One hard boiled egg. And the same with the scrambled?
Yes.
Okay.
And toast.
And how many pieces of toast?
One slice of toast.
Okay. What type of bread would this
Whole
slice
wheat.
be? Okay. And about typically what time would you be eating or drinking this?
Between 7 and 7:30 a.m.
Oh, that's good. And do you usually eat, how do you eat it in your social setting? Is it with someone or are you eating breakfast by yourself?
Sometimes alone, sometimes with my husband.
Okay, good. Now, typically after this, what would you be doing?
I'll be getting dressed for work, and basically that's it.
Mhm. And how do you get to work? What is your mode of transportation for work?
Subway.
Subway. So while you're riding the subway, are you taking in any type of snacks or any type of beverage?
Um, Water.
Water. About how much water would you say you consume?
From here to work, I would say a half a bottle, an 8 ounce bottle.
Okay, so would you mean a bottle like this water bottle?
Yes.
Okay, so about a full of this one or
What is that, six? Or 16.9 fluid ounces. Okay, yeah, that size, half of that.
half of it? Okay. Okay, so after you get off the train, you're on your way to work. Do you stop into the store to get
No,
something to eat or
straight,
drink?
no, because I already had breakfast.
All right. So after that, what would be the next time that you would
It
eat or
would be
drink?
lunchtime.
Lunchtime? And what time is lunch for you?
Between 12 and 12:30.
And while you're at work, would you consume any beverages or eat
Water.
anything? Water again, and how much water would that be?
Like 3 cups.
Okay. And now you said lunchtime would be the next time you would eat for the day between 12 and 12:30 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, so what would you eat?
A half a sandwich or a salad.
Like a sandwich salad. And what would be in the salad?
Um, Typical greens, tomatoes, cucumbers.
And what type of green would you consume? Like romaine or
Romaine.
okay. And about what would you say is the portion size of the salad?
See, if you had to measure it in cups, I would say 3 cups.
Okay. And would you have any additional items in your salad besides the ones that you stated?
Yeah, so it could be tuna fish, sometimes bacon bits or shrimp.
And what would be the portion size of the tuna fish?
It's about 1/4 cup.
And the bacon bits, would it be something like in this container?
No, it'd be less than
Be
that.
less than this, okay. And what about the shrimp? What would you say would be the portion size of the shrimp?
The shrimp would probably be about 4 to 5 shrimp.
Do you mean the count of the shrimp?
Yeah.
Okay. So typically, how many shrimps would that be?
I would say half a cup of shrimp.
Okay. And would you have anything to drink with this?
Usually water,
Water. And how much water would that be?
a bottle of water.
A bottle of water. Okay. Now, sometimes you said you would have a sandwich. What would you have in the sandwich?
um, a luncheon meat like a turkey breast or a chicken or pastrami with cheese, lettuce, and tomato and onion.
Um, Lettuce, cheese, and tomatoes.
And and peppers,
And what type of peppers?
green, yellow, the tricolor peppers.
Okay. And what would be the size typically of the turkey or the type of
Three
meat?
slices.
Okay. And would there be anything in the sandwich, a type of dressing or anything?
Mayo.
Mayonnaise. How much mayonnaise would you say would be in the sandwich? Would it be something like this size?
It would be
About
two tablespoons.
tablespoons? Okay. And how many slices of bread would you have with the sandwich, or what type of bread
One
would you
to
have?
two.
1 to 2. And what type of bread would that be?
More of the time, it'd be whole wheat.
Okay. And now with the salad that you have sometimes, would you have anything else with it? Let's say a dressing like a vinegar or oil
Sesame.
or sesame dressing? And how much dressing would you say is in there?
I'm gonna say 2/4 cup. No, about 2/4 cup.
Okay. All right, wonderful. Now, when you have lunch, are you in a social setting
I'm at
or
work
you're at work? Okay. So do you eat in
at my
at your
desk.
desk? Okay.
Sometimes I go out.
Sometimes you do that. And what would prompt you to go out for lunch instead
Just to
of
get
let's
some
say?
fresh air
Okay.
and take a walk.
Change of scenery sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So after lunch, what would you typically do after that?
Um, my usual work day. Just go about my usual work routine.
Okay. So after your lunch, you would go back to your desk and do your work.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, when you go back to work, would you consume anything else throughout the day?
Water.
Water again? Okay. About the same, about the half a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're done with work for the day, what would typically happen after that?
Get on the train and come home.
Mhm.
Have dinner.
And so now, when you're on your way home, what would typically be the next time that you would eat?
Is dinner.
Dinner. Okay. And what time would you say that is around?
Between 6 and 8 p.m.
Yeah. And what would you have for dinner?
Let's see. So tonight I have fried chicken,
Okay.
asparagus, broccoli,
Some broccoli.
and seasoned rice with vegetables.
Alright, so about how many pieces of fried chicken would you say would be a portion
Um,
size?
Two,
Okay,
depending on what pieces of the chicken they are.
okay. So what would be the type of chicken that you
So
would
it would
eat?
be a
The
wing and
part?
a leg,
Okay,
or thigh and a wing.
okay, and it was fried. Uh, what type of oil was the chicken
It
fried
was
in?
vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil. Okay. And what would be the portion size of the asparagus?
About four.
About four stalks.
Yeah, 4 star.
Okay. And how about the portion size of the broccoli? Would it
One.
be about
No, because there it was a stalk.
okay, it's a stalk of broccoli. So about how many
One.
stalks? One stalk, okay. And now the seasoned rice. What type of rice did you use?
Basmati rice.
Basmati. And how was the rice prepared?
It was boiled and steamed.
Oiled and steamed. And now you said seasoned. What type of seasonings would you put in that rice?
Um, Vegetables.
Vegetable
Seasoning.
seasoning. Okay.
Uh,
About how much seasoning would you put?
it was in packets. I said it was 2 packets.
Two packets. Okay. And what type of vegetables were in the rice?
Okay, there is carrots and peas, and there's black olives, and there's pea pods, and there's green pepper, yellow pepper, red pepper, mushrooms, and
Okay.
garlic, and tomatoes, and onions.
And what would you say would be the amounts of the vegetables that was in the rice?
I would say between 1 to 2 cups.
Okay. Of each vegetable?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the portion size of the seasoned rice that you had?
A cup.
Okay. All right, good. Now, what would typically be the next time or next items that you would consume?
Probably if I'm hungry, be a snack bar, and then that's it, and water.
And what type of snack bar? Do you mean a granola bar
Yes.
or okay? And how much of the granola bar would you consume?
The complete bar.
Okay. And what would typically be in the granola bar that you would eat?
Oh gosh.
Is it like a trail mix
Yeah, I guess you call
or
it trail.
some
Yeah,
nuts?
nuts and paint. Yeah, nuts and oats, and I guess there's salt in there and high fructose. Yeah, it's in there.
And you said you would have some water with that. About
Uh-huh.
how much water?
A glass.
A glass. And by glass, do you mean a glass like this?
A taller glass.
A taller glass? Would it be a glass like this?
Yes.
Okay. And would you have anything else after this? Or this would be...
That's it.
Okay, and about what time would you have your snack for the evening?
I probably have it like right after dinner because it's something sweet, so that's like my dessert.
Okay. All right, wonderful. So we're just gonna review the information that we gathered. So typically you would start off with a cup of coffee, about one mug, and in the coffee you would have about a half a cup of skim milk, no sugar, okay? And you would either have one hard-boiled egg or one scrambled egg, and you would have two slices of pork bacon, one slice of toast, whole wheat, and that would be about between 7 and 7:30 a.m. Okay. And sometimes you'll eat breakfast alone or you'll eat with your husband. Okay. And then after that, you're getting ready for work. And then you take the subway to work. And sometimes on the subway, you have about half a bottle of water. Okay. And then after the subway, you would get off the train. You would go straight to work. And at work, you would just have a cup, about half a cup of water. Okay. And then you would have lunch about 12, 12:30, in which would consume about 3 cups of water, a half a sandwich or a salad. And in the salad, you would have greens, typically romaine lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, either a protein of tuna fish, bacon bits, or shrimp. The tuna fish would be a quarter cup, bacon bits would be a quarter cup, and shrimp would be a half a cup. The romaine lettuce would be 3 cups, a half a cup of dressing, sesame dressing. And then after that, you would consume a bottle of water, or you would have a sandwich with turkey breast or chicken or pastrami. And you would have about 3 slices of the meat, about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. You would have some lettuce, cheese, tomato, tricolor peppers. Okay. And that would be on about 1 or 2 slices of whole wheat bread, correct? Okay. And you would either have lunch at your desk or you would go out for lunch to get a change of scenery. And then after your lunch, you would go back to work and just do with your regular daily routine for work. And then you would go on the train, go back home, and possibly consume about a half a bottle of water.
Right.
Okay. And then the next time you would eat after that would be dinner time, which is between 6 and 8 p.m., correct?
Correct.
Okay. And so you have fried chicken, 2 pieces, a wing and a leg, asparagus, broccoli, and seasoned rice with vegetables. That was about 4 stalks of asparagus, 1 stalk of broccoli, and the seasoned rice was basmati rice, which was boiled and steamed, right? Okay. And you had 2 packets of veggie seasoning, carrots, peas, black olives, pea pods, green pepper, yellow pepper, red pepper, garlic, tomatoes, and onion. It's about 1 to 2 cups of each vegetable in the rice. And the serving size was 1 cup of the seasoned rice. Okay. And if you're hungry after that, you'll have a snack bar and about 2 cups of water right after dinner. And the granola bar contained nuts, oats, salt, high fructose corn syrup, as you pointed out. All right. Now, with the typical meal that you would consume first for the morning with the eggs, would the eggs be seasoned or are they just
No.
fresh? Okay, so no seasoning.
No.
Okay. There was another point that I wanted to bring up. Oh yes. Now with the cheese that you would have on your half a sandwich, what type of cheese would that be?
Swiss.
Swiss. And what would be the portion size?
One slice.
One slice. Okay. And what about the tomato on the sandwich?
A slice.
One slice. Okay. And what about the lettuce?
2 to 3 leaves.
Okay. And the sandwich was how was the sandwich prepared?
Um, just just regular with the mayo.
Okay.
It wasn't toast or anything.
Okay, bread wasn't toasted. Now, was the sandwich prepared by you or
By
was
me.
okay? Mm, wonderful. So, would you say what you described to me is the typical day
Yeah, it varies, but
for the most part? Okay, so
I mean, not every day I have fried chicken for dinner.
right. So, if you wouldn't have fried chicken, what would be something else that you would consume?
Steamed dumplings, baked fish.
Now, what by big fish do you mean?
Baked,
Oh,
baked,
baked. I'm sorry.
baked fish.
Baked. Okay. And about what would be the portion size of the steamed dumplings?
4.
Four. And what would be inside of the dumplings?
It's either vegetable or shrimp.
Oh, excuse me. Were they prepared by you
No,
or?
it's prepared.
Okay. And the baked fish, what would be the portion size of the baked fish?
Well, it depends on the size of the fish. It could be one whole fish, which is like a medium fish, or it could be a steak.
And what type of fish would you consume?
Porgies, salmon, cod.
Okay. And would you have anything else with the fish or the steamed dumplings?
I have a salad and rice. Rice.
And the salad, would that be prepared the same way that
No,
your salad was for lunch?
yeah, we
Okay.
have a pair of those.
And what about the rice? What type of rice would that be?
Basmati
Basmati. Okay.
or brown.
And what influences your choices to pick the different types of
Well, for one,
rice?
my husband loves the brown rice, and I just prefer the basmati rice.
Yeah, so for the most part, the diet varies from day to day.
Mhm.
So would you say your
Is it?
diet depends on what you feel like eating, or
Yeah, that's why I feel like eating. And there's fruit in the diet too. I try to eat at least some fruit every day. It,
about how much fruit would you eat?
it would be
Would it be like an orange
yeah,
or
orange
okay?
or berries,
What type of berries would that be?
strawberry, blueberries, and blackberries and cherries and melons.
Okay. And what would be the portion size that you would have for the fruits?
Oh, 1/3 cup of
Okay.
each.
Okay. Now, would you eat all of these fruits together, or do you eat them
Sometimes together, sometimes separate.
Very good. Well, you did very well. I
Okay.
appreciate your time and your patience.
Okay.
Thank you, and have a good evening.
Okay, and you will give me the results of your, I guess, of your decision of how I eat, what I should be eating, and what I shouldn't be eating.
Yes.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay.